Hello everyone, I'm Whit Roy. In this session, we're going to look at a real EWRB electrical inspector exam result. The candidate scored 83 marks, a strong pass. We'll break down the report and focus on the key areas where marks were lost so you can avoid the same mistakes. The report shows that many incorrect areas are related to standards, particularly those referencing AS/NZS 3000, AS/NZS 3017, and AS/NZS 3008 rather than the regulations. This indicates that the candidate did not spend enough time reviewing and understanding the standards-based technical content. It is a common mistake to assume that the electrical inspector examination focuses mainly on regulations, when in fact it assesses both regulatory knowledge and the practical application of standards. There are 13 errors in total. Instead of repeating general knowledge, I'll focus on specific practical tips, because every candidate already has at least 3 years of electrician experience. So what kind of trick questions could appear about documentation? Tip 1. If any part of the work was done by a supervised person, you must clearly list their name on the certificate of compliance, and remember, no other person should be recorded. Tip 2. If the job is partially completed, you must still issue a COC describing what has been done and what is not safe to connect. Remember, the Electrical Safety Certificate, ESC, should only be issued after the installation is connected and proven safe. Here are the 5 key tips for the Warrant of Electrical Fitness, or WOEF. Tip 1. Only authorized people can issue a WOEF. That's the electrical inspector, a previously authorized person, or the certifier who did the COC. Tip 2. Follow the correct standard, AS/NZS 3001 for caravans, AS/NZS 3004.2 for boats, and NZS 6115 for mobile medical units. Tip 3. Use the WorkSafe approved sticker and form and fix it in a visible location on the connectable installation. Tip 4. Know the expiry, WOEFs last 4 years or 1 year for mobile medical units. Tip 5. Keep a copy for at least 3 years or send it to WorkSafe. And remember, every WOEF must be a full safety verification, not just a tag check. In the exam, look out for trick questions about SDOCs, the Supplier Declaration of Conformity. Tip 1. If you tick SDOC relied on, you must attach or provide a link to it. Certificates must clearly show what was relied on, whether that's an SDOC, manufacturer's instruction, or certified design, as required by Regulation 66(1)(d). Tip 2. Know what an SDOC actually is. It's a test-backed declaration under AS/NZS 3820 for medium or high-risk articles. If you import or supply equipment, you may be legally considered the supplier. So don't just tick the box, show the evidence. Let's review the steps before connecting power. This is where many inspectors lose marks. Tip 1. The correct sequence is COC, ROI, if high risk, connection, ESC. Connecting before the COC or ROI is a breach of Regulation 73A. Tip 2. It's an offense to connect in the wrong order. Always check that testing, certification, and inspection are completed before energizing. Tip 3. Inspectors have been disciplined for connecting high-risk work without inspection. If you see this in an exam question, it's automatically non-compliant. Here's an important MEN exam tip. The MEN link must be located in the main MEN switchboard, not in the meter box. It connects the neutral bar directly to the earth bar. That's the only link. The earth bar is then connected separately to the earth electrode. If the MEN link is missing or in the wrong place, fault currents can't return correctly, loop impedance increases, and protective devices may fail to trip. Testing competency is more than just knowing how to use a meter. AS/NZS 3017 is the test Bible for verification of MEN installations. Tip 1. Always choose the right instrument category, resolution and accuracy. That's an assessed skill. Tip 2. Follow the correct testing sequence. 1. Visual inspection. 2. Pre-live and tests. 3. Replace the MEN link before live testing. 4. Carry out live RCD and EFLI tests. Tip 3. Never forget to check, have you replaced the MEN link? That's an easy exam distractor. Let's review all RCD types. This is a favorite exam topic. Type AC detects pure AC residual current only, and it's not used in NZ installations. Type A detects AC plus pulsating DC, standard for most general circuits. Type F handles AC, pulsating DC, and mixed frequency currents from appliances like variable speed drives, washing machines, and air conditioners. Type B for EV chargers or DC sensitive equipment. Type S, time delayed for fire protection or selective coordination. Type 1, 10 mA, used in medical or child safety areas. Also know the different RCD devices, RCBO, RCCB, SRCD, and PRCD, and apply the correct one under AS NZS 3000 Section 2.6. Here's a common exam trap: the difference between registration and authorization. Tip 1. Being registered doesn't mean you can legally do electrical work. You must hold a current practicing license to perform or supervise PEW. That's under Section 98 of the Electricity Act. Tip 2. Always check the license status on the EWRB Public Register. It must be current and valid. Tip 3. Know how to renew. Under Section 108, you must complete the competency program before license renewal. If the license is expired, that person can't legally certify or inspect any work. Let's talk about reversed polarity, a common exam question and real hazard. Tip 1. Always follow AS NZS 3017 Section 3 for the polarity testing sequence. Don't just test, understand why you're testing and what each test proves. Tip 2. The exam may not specify which version of AS NZS 3017 is used, so focus on knowing the purpose, steps, and special notes for each test. Tip 3. Never energize a circuit before confirming polarity. Reverse polarity can make exposed metal parts live and cause serious shock hazards. Let's talk about switchboards and MEN arrangements, a key inspection area. Tip 1. Don't overload RCDs. No more than 3 final subcircuits per RCD, and always split lighting between RCDs to avoid total blackout. Tip 2. All isolation devices must be accessible and clearly labeled. Missing labels or blocked access are common disciplinary findings. Tip 3. Check construction details. Seal any openings larger than 5 mm and ensure joints are enclosed or insulated to the same level as the cable sheath. These small inspection points often make or break compliance. Maximum demand is a common exam area, and it's all in Appendix C of AS NZS 3000 and AS NZS 3008. Tip 1. Go through and understand how to use all tables in Appendix C, from Table C1 to Table C11. Tip 2. Use the right method and diversity factors. If the question gives both lighting and power loads, apply the correct diversity table for each. Tip 3. In scenario questions, be ready to justify your maximum demand assumption. That's what examiners look for. This error connects closely to the reversed polarity error. Both rely on correct testing from AS NZS 3017. Tip 1. Testing under AS NZS 3000 Section 8 is mandatory, but the test methods and purpose come from AS NZS 3017. Tip 2. Read and understand every test: continuity, insulation, resistance, polarity, and loop impedance, and know why you perform each one. Tip 3. Confirm all results before energizing the installation. Never skip or guess values. Let's look at non-Part 2 installations. This means designs that follow Part 1 of AS NZS 3000. Tip 1. Part 1 allows certified designs for complex or special installations where standard Part 2 methods don't fit. Tip 2. These designs must still meet all fundamental safety principles. Safety can't be reduced just because it's custom. Tip 3. The design must be certified, signed, and dated by the designer, and any changes must be approved by that same designer. Tip 4. Certification proves compliance even when the method differs from Part 2. Most weak areas are standards-based, showing the need for more time with AS NZS 3000, 3017, and 3008 rather than focusing only on regulations ESR 2010. Improvement comes from combining regulation knowledge with practical application of standards, testing, documentation, design, and verification procedures. Now let's do a quick review quiz. We'll focus on the 13 error areas, practice the tricky details, and see how well you can pick out the exact points the exam is testing.